Okay, it is time for me to stop drinking fucking coffee and to turn my bull hat on. Because I think that the altcoin market might have one last flush out and then it's party time. Then it's really party time. And what I mean by that is like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. Welcome to the Fomo Factory. I'm happy to have you here. And I'm super excited, really. Because it is really time. There are so many indicators that point out like, hey, altcoins can actually do something insane. And I also want to go over a new project that is coming to a couple of good launch pads as well with the hottest narratives in crypto. And I just feel like now is that time, right? Altcoins are sitting at the bottom. You might feel like, what the fuck are you talking about? The bottom. Look at altcoins on the Bitcoin pair. They're sitting at the bottom. So if you were in Bitcoin this whole time, ta-da! You haven't missed out on anything. Congratulations to you for not being a degen and losing money. Now you can be a degen and lose money. Or don't lose money. But altcoins are brewing. Altcoins on the Bitcoin pair are sitting nicely at the bottom. If you look at the altcoin dominance is sitting nicely at the bottom. If you look at the Bitcoin dominance, it's sitting nicely at the top, all suggesting Altseason is coming. And of course, we could have these breakouts above or breakouts below, depending on which chart you look at, but that could be the final flush out. And that also will be the final opportunity, because for everybody kind of relative new in crypto, congratulations, you have not seen a sign of an altcoin season yet. So if you already made money with crypto, you're going to have a good time. I can already tell you that. So let me know, have you already made money with altcoins in the last 3 years? If yes, keep on doing what you're doing, because during an alt season it's going to be fucking fun. I can promise you that. Now, like I said, once that happens, you also want to go maybe a little more risky, not financial advice, by looking at new projects again, right? If you look at the altcoin market, which is here, right? The altcoin market is, there we go. The altcoin market is now in a downtrend. Right? Well, from the bottom of this last bear market until the top, we have seen massive gains already. And we have mostly seen massive gains on new projects. And I discussed that a lot in this period right here, because here it's worth it. You haven't heard me talking about it here. Why? One, new projects that release right now in this downward trend, they just don't perform well. So why would I talk about it? Two, they don't release in the first place because they don't perform well. And the ones that did release, they just like, okay, should not do that again. No, you shouldn't. Although altcoins are pumping a little bit right now, it is in a downtrend, right? Now, retail needs a narrative. What narrative did we had? Well, we had ETFs. Nice, but that's over now. We had the halving. Nice, but that's over now. What's the next narrative? Rate cuts. Oh, nice. Okay, let's see what rate cuts did the last time for the altcoin market. Rate cuts, when they started, altcoins fell 53%. It's going to be a big disappointment, right? I don't think that altcoins are going to go up because of rate cuts right away, at least, right? Not right away. I think it's going to take some time. And the people might get a little disappointed. Now, the market is predicting that we might see the first rate cuts in September. So what could happen is actually that since we are already in a downtrend, which is lower lows and lower highs, that we will make the next lower low in September. And if you're looking for a narrative, yeah, then it's a rate cut, right? Worst case scenario, it might be October, November. Right, it lines up with this horizontal right here, which we have never retested. And if you take a Fibonacci tool from the bottom to the top, you see that 786 comes in at that level as well. So don't get me wrong, we might break out right now. I don't know, right? But by looking at the fact that we are in a downtrend and that the rate cuts are coming and that the first rate cut is not necessarily nice for altcoins, yeah, then it's very possible that we get here. And this is the opportunity, in my opinion. This is the opportunity. Because I'm very much about the 4-year cycle. I would say like the video, if you are as well. because that's the only thing that plays out exactly every time the same until the day of today for the last 15 years. So it would be stupid to go against it. I'm very outspoken about that. I know that everybody always has the reason to say that, well, this time is different, but so far it isn't, right? So you go against all the odds that way. So although we might go down right here, the cycle is also saying like, hey guys, we should go up. And I want to show you something fun. Bitcoin is right where it's supposed to be, right? If you compare it to the last 2 cycles, we are right on track. So if you believe in that, yeah, then the parabolic phase, the banana zone as they call it, comes after this boring zone. Looks like we are now about to leave that boring zone, right? And that's why you also want to take a look at newer altcoins once again. I know that for a lot of people, it doesn't feel like we should do that because, hey, let's first go or, make sure that our normal altcoin bag recovers at least before we look into new altcoins, right? I'm very chill about that. If we go higher right here, I'm taking more profits, right? Because we might go down. And there we can allocate then. If we do break out right here, that's fine. Don't take too much profits, right? Make sure you have the money, right? Because here in this market, new altcoins outperformed like fucking crazy. And you don't want to wait until that happens to be like, oh yeah, I see altcoins indeed outperform. Let me buy it now. No, you want to be there before that. And that comes down to balls, right? You want to have the balls to do that when nobody else dares, right? And that feels scary and it feels unnatural and it feels like you're doing it the wrong way. I can tell you, once it feels like that, that's the right thing to do in crypto. That's just what it is. Go against your emotions if you still have any. Now, one of the projects that came across my path and that I really like is bull run bets, right? Why do I like bull run bets? Well, there's a lot. One, it's new, right? New altcoins tend to outperform. 2, narratives. Casino, you won't believe it, but in a parabolic altcoin fucking bull market where everybody has way too much money, people like to gamble. Believe it or not. You can see this by, for example, looking at what happened this cycle, because if you feel like, hey, is gambling still a narrative? Well, look at blockchain bets, for example, right? From last year, end of last year till May this year, everything kind of went up, right? 4 or 5x. Blockchain bets went from 0.005 to 0.05. When everything went up 5x, this did a 10x. Gambling outperforms blockchain bets. We also have virtual poker points project that I also had in my portfolio back then. If you look at this one, also 0.002 to 0.08 did a 40x. Okay. Now, of course, you can also just buy these projects, but the thing is, though, that these newer projects, they know how to, like, they are also with the tag of 2024. Because this is more than just gambling. It also has the AI narrative, and that's what I really like. Now, if you look at the launchpads, they have Spores, they have TrustSwap. Communities is still coming, right? So you can still get it like that. Market cap will be initially 460K. Fully diluted is just 8 million. Right? So that's also all quite low. And hey, I don't know how it's going to do on the listing day. So maybe you can buy it cheap. Maybe you buy the upfront. I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying you should buy it then, but look into it. The investors, right? With AI Tech Labs, Funland Capital, Next Gen, right? Some pretty decent names right there. So let's just dive a little bit deeper into it. And what I always did with these pre-sale videos that I made once the market was going up is just go over the basics, how I research a project. So let's get right into it. I always look at the Twitter, right? Do they have some people following them that I know? Well, the answer is yes, right? We have some good traders. We have Knuckle AI ambassador. That's pretty cool, by the way. ecosystem director of Superverse. Oh, that's pretty sweet, by the way. Chain GPT, AI TechPad, right? So pretty good names. They describe themselves as pioneering the next generation of crypto casinos and GambleFi slots, live games, sportsbook, blackjack, baccarat, I don't know about that one. I should gamble more. Roulette and poker, that I know. So let's go a little bit over their website because I said like, hey, there's also something with AI. Yeah, there is something with AI. Pioneering the first AI-driven casino experience, right? So they know exactly what narrative to give this. And the timing could not be more perfect. Sorry to put it like this. If you are new in crypto, you should not be offended by what I'm saying right now. But if you are in crypto already for a couple of years and you don't agree, you suck. Post-halving year is alt-season bull market, right? It's what happened every time so far. So it is just simply stupid to say, nah, 2025 is not going to happen because insert fucking reason that everybody always gave when they were wrong, right? Will happen. Will happen, right? It's not 100% guaranteed, but I'm saying it like it is because that's the odds right now, right? It's not certain, but you have to place your odds. So they release right before that. And they have the bull run in their name. When the bull run is likely actually to start for altcoins. Yeah, this could not be more perfect, right? This is really good. What we do. At Bull Run Bets, we offer a comprehensive array of gaming options that cater to all types of players, from casual gamers to seasoned bettors. Our platform is designed around the core principles of fairness, transparency, and security, powered by the blockchain technology. So you can also verify everything. PvP betting, it's pretty cool, by the way. It's more than PvE. Casino games, sports betting, and derivative trading also. You can... I would leave the website down below because I think it's pretty interesting to read it all, because otherwise I'm just reading the whole website to you. That might be a little weird, but do check it out, right? And they have their AI attached to it as well, like I said. And like, okay, so gaming is going to be big. Well, betting and gaming is pretty like, goes really hand in hand, right? Gaming is going to be big. That's obvious. AI, it's either a little too soon for full AI or it's right on time. But AI is going to be huge. Projects that just integrate AI, perfect, right? Perfect. So what they do, experience unparalleled safety with their cutting edge AI-powered systems, monitoring all achievements to spot and prevent suspicious behavior, right? So it's safe, and they use AI for that as well. Seamless integration of advanced AI. Our casino operates our symphony of efficiency thanks to the integrated AI systems. Personalized gaming like never before, right? So the algorithm is fully it knows what you want, and next level security measures as well. I see, for example, when I looked at virtual poker points or blockchain bets or whatever, they pumped like crazy. But I never saw them talk about safety really like this. And I feel like they do have their priorities straight. So what to expect for this thing? Q3, which is May, June, July. Now, sorry, fucking suck. Private/public IDO, right? The TGE, CEX/DX listing, 100K airdrop. So I would say do check their socials because free money is always good in crypto, right? There are always people like, I have no money. There is so much free money if you know how to search it, right? The PvP betting already begins in the futures market. So the products are already rolled out. Then, last 3 months of this year, NFT trading and game support, AR/VR casino support, really cool, by the way. So it's like you're actually walking into a casino. New and existing feature developments and large worldwide sponsors and partners onboarding. So I don't know. it feels like it could be pretty big, actually. It could be pretty big. And they have some good people backing them up, some good launch pads as well. Like we said, there are even more right here. The app pad, AI tech pad. Oh yeah, we saw that. Whitelist zone, don't know about that, but pretty cool. And exchanges, PancakeSwap, so it's on the Binance Smart Chain, Maxi. And I know a lot of people, oh, Maxi. Blah, 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 blah. You also have to understand Maxi is relative cheap to list on. And that also offers the project to use the rest of the money to develop, promote, whatever, right? If they go with KuCoin, Bybit, whatever, and they run out of funds, yeah, then they have some bigger exchanges, but no marketing, no nothing. That's not good for the project. More coming soon. They have their revenue, of course, right? I mean, why the token in the first place? I have to go to the white paper for that, I think, but I am pretty sure that it's something to do with revenue sharing. And there you go. If you look at the white paper, you have the utilities for the token. You see 5 utilities and increased rate back, reduced trading fees, BRBC, that's a ticker, lottery, liquidity provision, and buy and burn, right? Okay, so it's also, you saw like, 8 million fully diluted, they buy and burn. It's not just burn, that doesn't do shit, right? It's also not buy because then they can dump it, buy and burn, BNB. Love that. Love me some breakfast at bed. So, 5 utilities, I don't know, man, I don't know. Sounds really, really cool. We'll follow up on this because I'm pretty like about it, and then I don't want to leave it silent, of course. After that would be weird, so we'll follow up on this after the lunch. I would say get into their socials, do check it out, because there's some really interesting stuff right here. The mainnet TGE launch is September the 3rd, right? Mainnet TGE launch September 3rd, so that's pretty soon already, by the way, so we don't have to wait for a long time. So Maxi confirmed, PancakeSwap. We know what to expect with this thing. I'm really excited for what's about to come with this. And again, in a alt-season parabolic freaking bull market, these things they really can take off. So I mean, if you went to an alt-season before, you should be like, yep. And if you didn't, then you should be like, okay, let's see if this is exactly right. Like, I cannot predict where this project specifically is going, but these kind of things, they take off. And it looks like they have everything right. So, want to leave it here, guys. Again, the market, let's see what it does. I'm taking some profits after this pump, but that's only because I bought low, of course, right? If you haven't bought low yet, then there's no point of taking profits, of course. Because hey, if we go down, then I have some room to allocate in these newer projects or the same projects that I'm already in, doesn't really matter, but to at least buy more, right? Because I do think that we are going much higher with the altcoin market. My expectation is between 1 trillion and 1.5 trillion. We're now sitting at 200 billion, right? So that's a 5 up till 7x. But again, this doesn't track coins outside of the top 125, like the real low caps. Yeah, so and they pump way harder in a bull market, of course. So if this goes up with 10%, your portfolio could go up with 30%, right? So if I say 5x, could be 15x. Nice times are really coming. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the Patreon down below as well for exclusive videos, content, influence, wallet trackers, private deals, etc. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what you think about the project that I just discussed, Bull and Bets. I'm pretty hyped about it. I like it. Let me know what you think. If you need some more information, let me know. I can take it in the next video. I went over it pretty quickly, of course. So if I missed anything, drop it and I will cover it next time. Take care.